discovery of warp navigation, the inhabitants of Terra Earth have enjoyed several centuries of expansion into space. As a result, numerous independent planet nations have developed. In the process of expansion, humans encountered inhabitants of other systems, such as Sava and Seguru. After many cycles of war and peace, the various nations finally signed the Interstellar Alliance Treaty. At long last, peaceful coexistence in space has been achieved. "120 years ago, the Alliance established the Cosmo Academy, an elite institution utilizing state-of-the-art space science facilities to educate the leaders of the future. Students who are fortunate enough to graduate from the Academy are guaranteed important positions in their society. Applicants from Terra Earth, Sava, Seguru, and other stellar nations gather every 3 years for the entrance exams.
Inside the testing capsule, the only sounds you can hear are those of your keyboard and computer. The solitary, mentally exhausting ordeal rages for hours. You can't allow yourself to think about the statistical odds, which say that it's all but impossible for you to succeed. The preliminary passing rate is 0.1%. The secondary rate is 3.7%. I am one of only 700 who have made it to the final exam. It's the toughest section, but if I can clear this last hurdle, I'm in. I've spent over 2 hours on this one equation. I don't think my brain can handle another minute of this pressure.
Identify your exam by entering your complete application code number. Thank you. Retrieve your keycard and proceed to section B26.
Yes, ma'am.
Identification is required to enter this section. Present your keycard for scanning.
Present it where? Ah, here we go.
You are cleared to enter.
Huh?
Retrieve your keycard and proceed to the locker room on your left.
Locker room?
Put on the spacesuit and helmet located in locker 26 and stand by for further orders.
This is where they separate the men from the boys. The final operations test is the real thing in actual deep space conditions. This isn't going to be a pleasure cruise. Those instructors look like they mean business.
From every planet in the Alliance, only 700 of you have made it this far. Congratulations. But don't relax yet, because this operations test is the crucial one. You will be divided into teams of 10, chosen at random, and you will pass or fail as a team. Good luck.
Nobody would even give us a hint for what's involved in this test. We have no idea what to expect. Just have to be ready for any kind of challenge they throw at us, no matter what it is. Am I ready for them?
Believe in yourself, Tada. You have what it takes. You have intelligence and solid character, and you've been blessed with exceptional powers of intuition. In times of emergency, learn to trust your judgment. It will never fail you.
RB 72565. DP 41546.
You've always dreamed of becoming a space pilot, so when you applied for enrollment at the Cosmo Academy, I was very concerned that you might not be accepted. If it's truly your destiny, no power on Earth can stop you from achieving it, if you have enough faith in yourself.
KV 32882. SK 12263.
Nothing worth having comes easily, Tada. So, never become discouraged. When in doubt, remember, always trust intuition.
BY 73025. Report to assignment
Hey,
desk.
that's me.
Everyone will log in together as a team. Present your key cards. Now then, this is your final operations exam. You will be fully responsible for your spaceship.
You're kidding.
You will be on your own from this moment forward.
How do we get aboard this heap? There's an airlock straight ahead. Follow me. There's no access scanner.
It's the old keyboard type. I'll try the standard access code.
Sure is dark in there.
Go on, move in. Okay, you don't have to push. What an old ship. Could be an ancient derelict they found drifting in space.
Heads up, everybody. Stand clear while I seal the bulkhead.
Where the heck's the safety light? All right, it should be safe to take our helmets off now.
There's only supposed to be 10 of us. I count 11.
Impossible. You must have miscounted.
I count 11 too.
There were 10 when we started.
You're right. One of us shouldn't be here.
A foul-up like this could cause us to fail the exam.
He's right. I have a feeling somebody's up to no good. Okay, mystery person, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'd better not let this get out of control.
Now listen, everybody. Maybe this whole thing is part of our exam.
All the more reason to solve this mystery right now.
Maybe they assigned 11 to our team without telling us.
What a rotten trick to play on us.
Random choice. Never met before. Nobody can identify anybody else.
But there has to be an answer.
Maybe a computer error.
An Alliance computer? Not likely.
You sound suspicious to me. You're okay, but I'm not so sure about you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And what about you?
Hey, don't point at me, buddy.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Everybody needs to take a deep breath.
Calm down, show your faces, and quit yelling at each other. We'll sort this mess out. We'll confront each other face to face to begin with. Everyone remove your helmets.
Okay by me. I don't have anything to hide. Nothing to worry about. Whoever our mystery guest is, he's outnumbered 10 to 1.
Helmets off. Everyone.
You were assigned to our team?
That is right.
Huh? Son of a gun! I can't believe you're one of us.
I guess you weren't aware of it, but a lot of girls have been accepted for enrollment at the academy.
Girls! Are you calling me a girl? I've ripped people apart for less than that.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Cut it out, will ya?
If you ever say that to me again, your butt is toast. You hear me? You better learn to respect my feelings.
What the?
Ow! Your head's hard as a rock.
What was that?
I don't know. We'd better get to the bridge real quick. Let's go, come on!
Hey, wait! I ain't finished!
Gyro controls on the bridge!
All right, let's go.
How do we get it open?
Same way as before.
Oh, I forgot. We'll have to get used to these keyboards.
We have to boot up the main control computer. Hurry!
Right. I'll get it.
Scan all sections for damage assessment.
Find the backup gravity control and fire it up.
Right.
Take a seat there. We have to have more power, right now.
I'll see if I can get the emergency generators working.
Main control computer is online now.
Good work.
Look, those explosions were no accident. Somebody planted bombs on board.
I think you're right.
Both explosions were on the afterdeck. I've sealed the bulkheads in case of fire.
I hope I remember how to do this. Gravity is G1 at 15 psi and ready for activation.
If you're sure about that reading, go ahead and activate it.
Cross your fingers. If I'm wrong, we could be crushed. Everyone, brace for gravity! I wasn't really worried, I was just kidding.
Well, I was worried enough for both of us.
Hey, don't cheer, don't applaud, just throw money.
Most amusing.
We better track down the rest of those bombs. I almost got it. Now!
You're overloading all those circuit breakers, idiot!
Hey, you! Nobody died and left you in charge. Lighten up!
Well, let's see now. I believe the next bomb's set to go off 30 seconds from right now.
30 seconds. All you have to do is isolate the circuit and power it down.
I can't find it. I know what circuit the bombs are in, but I can't locate the sequence that feeds it.
We won't have to suffer the suspense very long. One way or the other, it'll all be over in about 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5...
Make a decision!
It's D circuit! Cut power to D circuit!
Oh, what do you know? You was right. That was a lucky guess, wasn't it?
That was
I
tense.
think my heart stopped beating.
What's that?
Shh! Listen.
Welcome to the final stage of your entrance exam. The 10 of you will crew this ship for the next 53 days. Remember, you are a team. You are not in competition with each other.
53 days!
That's a long time.
You are expected to handle all problems and emergencies on your own. Should you encounter difficulties you cannot overcome, depress the red panic button on the scramble control board. Your test will be terminated and assistance will be dispatched.
I was wondering what that button was for.
The panic button is your only communications link with home base. One final reminder is that you are being tested as a team. This means if one of you fails, all of you fail. The Academy wishes you good luck.
Listen, everybody. What about the fact that we have 11 people on our team? Do you think that's grounds for disqualification?
You know he could be right about that. I think we ought to check with them.
How do we do that? If we call out with the panic button, we'll be giving up before the exam has even started.
They said if we confronted a problem we couldn't solve, we should use this. But if anybody has a solution for this problem, they should probably speak out.
The panic button should be our last resort. Shouldn't we try to figure out the answer ourselves first? Better than giving up.
He's absolutely right. I didn't come this far just to roll over and give up at the first sign of trouble.
Let me offer a suggestion. Since this is a problem of identification, the obvious first step is for all of us to identify ourselves by name and code number.
That's pretty dumb.
I beg your pardon.
I could claim to be Napoleon. How would you prove I'm not?
I would know if you were lying.
Are you a mind reader or what?
I'm not claiming that I'm anything like a mind reader. I just have a very strong sense of intuition.
I'm willing to accept whatever you say after the impressive way you discovered those bombs.
Whew, this is really weird. I've never had the opportunity to watch a real telepath doing his thing before.
Shall I go first?
If you like.
I'm King of Aristocale, Sava Group. Mayan Baseska, AQ00820.
Mm-hmm.
We're neighbors, King. I'm from Sava Group.
How delightful.
Dorikas Soldum IV, BK 2510.
Mm-hmm.
King Mayan, this is a real thrill. I didn't know you were applying for Alliance cadet training. That's a bit unusual for a king to do, isn't it?
I won't actually be able to attend the academy. My royal duties are too demanding. I just wanted to try this challenge.
Wow, a king and a fourth-generation aristocrat. Well, I represent the ordinary common working man class. I'm Amazon Carnice from Earth, a better man than any of these pampered rich darlings.
You don't have to be so hostile, do you? Shako Kaka, and I'm from Terra also.
Here's another Terran. Dolph Tosta from Paradoma. I'm better known as Red Nose.
Totoni from Mies in the Sava Group.
Huh?
Hey, your hand's bigger than mine.
I beg your pardon?
Hey, I'll bet you're from one of the first families of Sava, aren't you? You can always recognize a Savan by their beauty.
Can that crap, will ya? I'm from the independent nation of Vene, and we don't need your cruddy alliance.
May I have your name, please?
Oh, yeah, it's Frol. Frol Bettichetti Frol.
Ugh, commoner?
Hearing such coarse language should have told you that.
Don't they teach their children not to use profanity where they come from?
What I say is what matters, not how I say it. Don't they teach you manners where you come from? You can call yourself royal, but what you really are is a royal pain in the butt. Go ahead, I'm done now.
Huh?
I too am from a non-aligned nation, the planet Vidnu. My full name is Vidminir Noom. My friends call me Nu. I hope I'm among friends here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Is that character our stowaway?
I felt no guilty energies at all, Amazon.
My planet is Toledo Lega in the Sava Group. My legal name is Ganagas Gaktos, but I prefer you use my nickname, Ganga.
Thank you.
Gotta be this one.
I'm from Sazi of the Sava system, Einswai. My code number is...
Wrong!
I knew it was thickhead! You dirty, stinking...
Hold on, I was lying deliberately as a way of testing him. Forgive me, I'm sure you understand. Glenn Groff is my name. Planet Ashwhite and the Seguru Alliance is my home.
Well, who's the 11th man? Which one of us is lying?
Nobody lied.
No one lied?
Somebody had to.
Maybe they actually did assign us an extra person. But for what reason?
Nonsense!
Huh? Well, then what? Believe me, I'm as mystified as anybody. My extrasensory perception has never failed me before.
You haven't yet identified yourself. It's possible that you're the mystery person.
I'll tell you who I am.
Please do.
I'm Tadados Lane, known as Tada of Siberi's on Terra.
Not being a psychic, I have no way of knowing whether you're lying or not.
Now we're back at square one again. We didn't learn anything.
He's right. Every single one of us could have been lying for all we know. Before we do anything, we'd better check the ship. We need to know if there's anyone hiding in the shadows waiting to sabotage us.
Did I miss something when we elect butthead jerk captain?
King Mayan is entirely qualified to lead us. He was educated by some of the most brilliant scholars of our time.
What happened? Why did my intuition fail me?
Cheer up, kid. We'll run through this exam like a dose of salts. Come on.
These are the crew quarters.
I've lived in cities that were smaller than this.
What?
Out to lunch. Sorry.
Off-duty lounge.
This is one classy barroom.
Wow, everything's premium. Really mellow aging, too. Hi there. Hey, mind if I hold a mirror under your nose to see if you're still breathing?
A mirror?
Oh, never mind.
I've seen this before.
Yeah?
There's nothing mysterious about that. It's likely you have seen it before. It's a very well-known work of art by the famous Terran sculptor Romo. Many Terran ships display replicas.
I suspected this ship was from Earth.
Hey, look! The arrow's missing from the bow. I wonder what happened to it.
Nothing. Romo's original vision was that of a warrior with no arrow in his bow. I think it's a symbol of peace.
It all has a feeling of strength.
And courage. A quiet kind of power.
Huh. Can you read the inscription, Chaco?
It's an expression of gratitude to the crew of this ship.
Looks like ancient English. Well, can you read it?
Yes, there's a prayer for the ship's safety, wishing hope for the brothers and sisters aboard the Esperanza and a safe journey to the new world.
Huh? The Esperanza. I remember that. But how could I possibly remember something that I've never seen or even heard of before?
Let's move on.
There's an elevator over here.
Uh-oh. Hey, what are you doing?
Give me a straight answer now, and don't joke around about it.
About what?
Would you say you're an average Terran? Because we're very near the exact same height.
What are you talking about?
Your arms are a little longer.
My shoulders are wider, too.
Yeah, and look at our feet. Yours are a lot larger.
You'd better go see a psychiatrist.
Oh! Hey!
I don't know how this antique works. I can't even find a switch.
There should be a pressure plate right in front of the door. Yes. There it is.
What do you know? He's right. I guess he's psychic after all.
Maybe he has been here before.
Move on.
Tada, should we go up or down?
Down.
So can you tell us where we're going?
The engine room. The topmost section quartered all the passengers.
How do you know?
I don't. but I have a feeling.
Why aren't there any lights?
I guess the electrical system needs repairs.
Hey, is that the engine room? Ew, it's creepy in there. I can't see.
The light switch is on the wall to your right, just inside the passageway.
I've got it.
I'm not scared. It just hurts my eyes. It looks like a jungle.
Very strange.
Hey, they look like conductor vines.
Conductor what?
Vines that conduct electricity. They've been neglected, so they're overgrown and starting to go to seed.
Conductor vines? What the heck are those?
They're plants with a very high mineral content, first discovered by the Segurans. They're not man-eaters, Frol. You don't have to be afraid.
That's very funny, Mr. Big Mouth. I wasn't scared, I was just startled. Wow, this is the biggest storage bay I've ever seen. They stocked it with just about everything anybody could ever need.
Yeah, but there's also tons of junk no one would ever want. How could they be so wasteful?
Who knows?
Man, this sure is heavy.
Need a little help?
I can handle it.
Hey! Oh.
Are you crazy?
I was just curious. Your skin isn't as soft as mine. Did you know that?
I've never met anyone so weird in my life.
Watch it, huh?
This thing's packed to the brim.
3 crates of them.
Tata found them.
But of course.
They call these babies stun guns, but if the regulator is set at maximum, they're powerful enough to kill a rhinoceros.
Yeah? It's just what we need.
You mind telling me just what we need them for?
If that 11th person becomes a threat to our lives, we'll have to defend ourselves with any weapon available to us, because we may be talking life and death here, Ganga. Don't you understand that?
But weapons never help. Our history proves they only escalate dangers.
I have to agree with Ganga. None of us trust each other yet.
Let's take a vote on it.
Oh.
Well?
An excellent suggestion, New. How many think we should carry guns?
2, 3, 4, 5. You mean you're against the idea, Tata?
Now then, all those opposed to having weapons? 6 to 5. Pack all the guns and take them to the main cabin locker room. I have to admit, your vote was really surprising.
You voted like a butthead jerk.
Frol, are you some kind of gun nut?
I'm deadly with one of these beauties. Bam! Bam! Choo! Pow!
Frol, I'm confused. Are you...
Huh? What's wrong? You're starting to act like some kind of wuss.
Sorry, but my brain is getting crazy images. Forget it.
You're not a psychic, you're a psycho.
Better let me get that, Frol.
Thank you. Never mind. I got it!
Be careful. You'll hurt yourself.
Frol, don't be ridiculous.
Go away! I got
I'll
it!
get it. 1, 2, 3. Easy.
Butthead! Wuss.
So we agree that in addition to you and me, Toto, Chaco, and Red Nose can be eliminated. And in my opinion, Frol is too simple-minded to be the 11th person. Tada, possibly. I can't make up my mind about him.
I can't say that I trust Mr. Intuition.
Why not?
He knew where those guns were. He knows so much about the ship, I think he's been aboard before.
That psychic power of his could be real, you know.
Our first day sure was busy.
It was a full day, all right. And we still have 52 to go.
Oh, I don't know what I'll do if I don't pass this exam.
It's important to all of us. We all have big plans. I'm hoping for a career in space engineering.
Really? That's great.
Whoa, where'd you get all those scars?
My people are known as great hunters. And if you do enough hunting, you're gonna pick up a few souvenirs from your adventures in the forest. So that's why I decided to try the Space Academy. You'll never find this many scars on your typical space engineer, now will you?
Guess not.
Yeah, well, I just want to get through this exam.
Yeah, that's what King Mayan says. You just want to know if you can make it?
I don't got nothing in common with that big shot.
Well, forgive me.
That sounds pretty.
It's an old traditional Terran instrument we call a guitar.
Forgive me for being nosy, Frol, but I've heard some interesting things about gender and government on your planet.
Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. I was daydreaming and didn't hear you.
Oh, never mind.
I was wondering, what happened to those passengers who were on this ship when they had to abandon it?
I'd like to believe they were rescued.
I really wish we were sure of that.
There's no way that we could ever be sure of it.
I got a feeling they all died.
Huh?
What do you think happened to them? Were they rescued?
Stranded. Adrift in space.
What are you getting at?
What if our 11th person is one of them? What if the stowaway is a ghost?
Huh? That's not possible, is it?
Well, why not? Don't they have ghosts where you come from?
Our 4-day survey of the ship indicates that it was being used to transport immigrants for the colonization of other planets. The upper section provides enough cabin space to quarter about 600 families. The cargo bay holds enough provisions to last them 2 or 3 years. This was supplemented by an onboard vegetable garden. Due to a computer failure, we were unable to recover much flight data, but trajectory readings show that we are orbiting a black planet. The drive system is dead, leaving the Esperanza a drifting satellite. The planet's diameter is approximately 2,000 miles, and the orbit cycle is 53 days.
That explains why our examination mission was scheduled for 53 days. All we have to do is get this ship safely through one old orbit.
Yes, and the key word is safely.
An awful lot of the vital computers have kicked offline.
We have short circuits everywhere. Every board in the entire system is going to require inspection. If you can check out the computers in B section, I'll handle A section.
Right.
Can I help?
We're tracking down fused circuits. I think we're gonna have a lot of micro laser soldering to do. See what I mean?
Don't turn this circuit on until I'm finished, Tada.
Okay. A lot of bombs still out there. Must be 50 around the crew quarters alone. I hope our working on the circuits doesn't set them off.
Tada, turn on circuit E.
What?
Switch it on now.
E? Okay.
Ganga, what happened?
No.
What's wrong? Help him! Don't just stand there! Go get a stretcher, quick! Come on, are all you paralyzed? Give me a hand!
What's going on in
Was
here?
anybody hurt?
Snap out of it, Amazon! We're gonna need your help here!
What are you doing? Try to find where the nearest emergency locker is.
There's one right out here.
Are you just gonna let him die?
Okay, bring him out and lay him down here.
Oh no!
Here's the sick bay. Surgery is straight ahead. You'll find the light switches on the wall to your left. Transfer him to
Okay,
the
easy
operating
now.
table.
This is stupid. Think about it. What do we bring him in here for? Who's gonna perform the operation?
I will.
Huh?
Don't tell me you're a qualified surgeon on top of everything else.
My mentor was a physician, and I assisted him many times in surgery.
Tada, it's your fault he's here in the first place. How do we know it's not your intention to murder him?
If we lose a man, we'll probably all fail the examination.
Let him do it. If he doesn't survive, you will be held guilty of murder and we will execute you. Do you understand that?
Is anyone qualified to be my assistant?
I've had some experience, Tada. Will you let me help you?
Good, get down here.
I don't know much, but I can take directions. I'll give you a hand, too.
Everybody else out. You can watch from the booth. These 2 fragments of wire embedded here will have to be removed. His vital signs are normal.
EKG reading is good. The computer's matching up the blood type now. Oh, there it is.
Let's do it. Scalpel. He has green blood. Have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen any of this before.
You said you had experience.
I watched a lot of videos in school, but I've never seen the real thing. Don't worry, though. I'm tough. I can handle it.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
They're embedded deep inside the organs. This is going to require extremely delicate surgery.
I know. Thank you. One thing in our favor, he's in excellent condition. Look at that. Lymph nodes, muscles, everything has that greenish coloration.
There, I can see it now. There's a tiny metal spring attached.
Now comes the tricky part.
Will he be all right now?
Yes, he's incredibly strong.
That's good.
You have some questions to answer, Tada.
What are you talking about, King? He just saved Gonga's life.
We must know if you were ever on the ship before now.
No, I've never been on any ship before now.
The first day you knew where everything was. You knew how to open up the doors, where to turn on the lights. You knew what was in every section before you saw it. Those guns were securely hidden from everybody except you. You knew exactly where they were.
Yeah, explain that, Mr. Mind Reader.
We will listen carefully as you explain everything, and then we'll vote on whether or not we think we can believe what you say. Fair enough?
What?
I won't let you railroad him. I believe that he does have psychic powers.
We decided to vote, and that's it.
We are all afraid we'll fail the exam if we allow a phony outsider to remain as part of our crew.
He could be dangerous, too.
All those explosions we've had could have killed every one of us.
Who all votes in favor of confinement of Tada? Five. That's a majority. You'll be locked in the brig immediately.
Hold everything!
Gonga!
You should be in bed.
You mustn't blame Tada for my carelessness. It was my responsibility to open the circuit breakers to the panel I was working on. If I had followed the correct safety procedures, it wouldn't have mattered if the switch was on. According to regulations, in a situation like this, you can't charge Tada because I was responsible for my own safety.
I just can't believe he was up and walking so soon after that major surgery.
Thank you for believing in me, Gonga. How did you know I was innocent?
It was a purely logical deduction. No real secret agent could be so clumsy.
Gonga's right. That number 11 has been pretty dang clever. I can't imagine who it is.
I want to take a look at those sutures of mine. Could you give me a hand with Gonga's bandages?
Sure.
Say, you're the one who did this surgery, right?
Yes, and I was scared half to death. You even confused the computer.
I guess you wondered why my blood and organs were green.
I noticed that, of course.
Well, it's a chronic disease that strikes everyone on our world, and we all die young. No one lives beyond age 30. This body you operated on today represents an experimental attempt by the scientists on my planet to conquer this dread disease. My blood is actually Toledo Lego green chlorella. I'm a cyborg.
Cyborg?
Yes, I am. I started my algae injections at 9. If this succeeds, others on the planet can get cultures of this blood that will cure the disease. If I just continue living with no mutations in the genes and chromosomes, a limited number can be saved and future generations ensured. What's wrong?
Huh? Look, it's amazing. Your incision is healing already. Why do I feel fearful all of a sudden? My heart is racing. My stomach is tied in knots. Only a limited number can be saved. Limited number? Limited?
If we can overcome our diseases, my people will live longer. They'll work harder. They'll be more productive. They'll be happier. That's why I want to enter Cosmo Academy, to study space medicine and biology.
What am I doing here on the observation deck? Some sort of irresistible urge attracted me here.
Tada, turn on Circuit E. Switch it on now. Tada, turn on Circuit E.
That voice. Whose voice was it I heard? Another telepath, of course. One who was able to penetrate my mind. One of those 10 has stronger ESP than mine. I didn't detect anything with my intuition. Which one of them could it be? Or could this ship really be haunted?
Hey there.
Huh?
Do you mind if I join you? I brought along some wine.
How did you know I was up here?
I must be psychic. No, I followed you. Come on. Sit down. I'm not gonna bite you. Go on. 53 days, but it's gonna seem more like forever.
It's been pretty eventful so far, hasn't it?
It's springtime now on Vene. How about your planet?
On Siberius, we have summer weather most of the year.
Tell me about your mom and dad.
They died while I was an infant.
No, that must have been hard on you.
Not really. I don't remember anything about my parents. I was raised by an elder of my village who provided very well for me.
So what's the elder who raised you like?
He's the village priest, judge, teacher, physician, the wisest and most honorable man I've ever met. We all respect him. He's always supported my dream of attending the academy to study astronautics. Everything I know, I learned from him, including how to use my powers of telepathy. I mustn't let that old man down, or the people of my village. I must pass this test.
Don't you worry, Tata. You'll make it.
I don't like these readings.
My chart shows the same thing.
What's the matter?
Well, we're not on course. There's a serious erosion in our orbit and we're starting to drift away.
Why?
I think these bombs did it. The force of the explosions knocked us out of orbit.
I think it's a computer error. You guys damaged it with your so-called repairs. I knew this would happen.
We'll just check it out and see, dimwit. I'd like to punch him in his so-called face.
The screen circuits on the mainframe appear okay, but I'm gonna knock it down anyway.
You're not a Superman.
Hey, your patient is doing fine. My body heals a lot quicker than yours.
I'm roasting. Why is it so hot in here?
Oh, great. The air conditioner's out, and we can give up on the scanner screen. I have a feeling it's out for good. Ah! Thank heaven the screen's working again.
Hey, what the heck is that?
A blue sun. It's been hiding from us.
In a total eclipse.
Only once in a blue sun does that ever happen.
Don't joke. That's an evil sign. Two bodies in line always bring bad luck.
I've never heard of anything so stupid.
Are you saying your planet has no seasons?
Of course we have them.
The position of stars rule the seasons, thereby all living things. My home planet, Vidnu, orbits our sun once every 48 years. We are born in spring, and we die in spring. We experience summer once in a lifetime. Life and death, the wheel of destiny never stops turning.
This heat is just awful. I can't wait to take a shower. We do have water at least, don't we?
Pressure's low, but it works.
Oh, man. Hey, what's gonna happen to us if we don't quit drifting around that sun?
What do you think?
I'm not gonna think about it. It's not gonna happen.
That's right. Frol! What is it? Hey, stop it!
This is what you call low pressure? I didn't want to get my hair wet. Thanks a lot. Dang you and your pressure. Will you take a look at this thing and maybe do something about it?
Yes, sure. Is he a she or what? Ta-da! Ta-da!
He has no what? You must be mistaken.
All I know is what I saw and what I didn't see.
I believe you. I've always felt that he was a little bit too beautiful.
Did you know about this?
What do you mean?
What can we do about it, King?
We'll all have to change our attitudes toward him. If Frol is indeed a woman, we're going to have to make some new arrangements.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Frol!
You guys look all freaked out. What's wrong? Somebody say something. What's going on here?
What are you, a man or a woman?
Come again.
You claim you're a man? Well, I want some proof.
Okay, here's your proof.
I'm warning you.
If I were female, I'd have a bust, right? But even Tada's chest is larger than mine. I'm getting sick of constantly having to prove that I'm not a female, and I won't put up with it anymore.
Well, then what are you?
Huh?
We all took a gender test before starting the exam. Were you designated a male or female on it?
What? You know those results are confidential.
Why are you being so secretive about the whole thing? Unless you're number 11.
That's right, you crude little creature. We all knew at the outset that you were the one.
Huh? Hey, put me down before I rip off your arms and legs and beat you over the head with them.
Mynheers should never behave violently, don't you know that?
What's a Mynheer? What are you talking about?
Mynheer is what you are, Frol. It means angel on my planet, but I believe the proper word for it here is pronounced hermaphrodite. It has not yet been decided whether you are to develop into a man or a woman.
If you're not a he or she, what are you?
It's true.
Huh?
You knew about it?
On Frol's planet, gender is a matter of selection. You can be either one, right?
Wrong. The government decides for us, and if I want to be a man, they're saying I have to pass the Academy's entrance exam.
So, that's why you're here? Because you want to show that you're worthy of choosing your own gender?
You want to make something of it?
By the way, New, did you know about this from the very beginning?
Yes, because I too was a hermaphrodite.
Whoa.
Huh? But now you're a man.
Yes. When we are young children, we have no gender. So at puberty, our glandular hormone output decides what we'll be, and there's no interference on the part of our government.
On my world, only the firstborn are allowed to become men naturally. The government sets a quota for all the men and women. I'm the youngest in my family, and in 2 years, my body temperature will begin to rise by about 4 degrees or so. That's when I'll be given female hormone injections. But I won't have to if I succeed on my exam. I will have proven that I'm worthy of receiving masculine hormones. Manhood is the greatest honor in life.
Whew. This has been an interesting day. Why is being a man such a big deal to your people anyway?
Well, a man has lots of wives to work for him.
You practice polygamy?
You have to understand, in our society, there's 8 or 10 women for every man, so we have to. Finding a decent guy for their daughter to marry isn't easy for parents on my world, Tada. I'm scheduled to marry a 50-year-old man who already has 8 wives working for him. Our wedding ceremonies are really beautiful. I have 4 sisters, and I got to take part in all their weddings. But the best wedding of all was my brother's, of course. He was so handsome. I don't know why anyone would want to be a woman. I want to do things. All a woman gets to do is bear children and raise them. I want more than that. I want to travel and have exciting adventures. Passing the exam is the dream of my life. The motto of the school says they can turn us all into real men. They don't know how right they are.
I can't take it much longer.
That's because the regulator tank is so low it can't absorb enough of the sun's heat to keep us cool.
We're drifting into the sun's gravity. The deflectors can't handle the increasing heat energy, so instead of being dissipated into space, the heat is being released into the ship by these defective radiator panels.
So even if gravity doesn't rope us into the sun, the heat will keep on increasing until it's so hot none of us will be able to survive it.
So what can we do about it, Ganga?
Every system on board has been tampered with.
Who's doing it?
It's beginning to look like that 11th person of ours has started working overtime.
Think so? Well, I'm not sure all of this isn't merely part of the test to see how we deal with it.
Here, let me give you a hand with that, Frol.
Get out of here! Don't start acting like an idiot just because I'm a Mynheer, Tada. I'm just as tough as you are, and when I'm a man, I'm gonna be even tougher. Got it?
Yep, beauty like that being wasted as a guy would be a sorry shame. She's the type who would drive you out of your skull, though. I don't think you could handle her.
I know.
It's like this all over the ship. It's the heat from that blue sun causing them to grow like crazy and turning the ship into a regular jungle.
Sure am glad I don't have hay fever. That stuff looks deadly.
Temperature rises. Vines start growing. Growing. Fever!
Hey, what's up? Where you going? Tata!
Got it!
What were you looking for? Conductor vines? What?
Listen to this. Tropical mineral plants of Seguran origin, when artificially grown, can be substituted for nichrome or copper wiring. The outer shell absorbs heat to promote the growth of the vine. But if temperatures rise too high, a protective crystalline coating forms, cutting off the flow of electricity. And unfortunately, the protective shell provides an ideal environment for the Del Red spotted fever virus.
Spotted fever virus?
Immunization can be achieved by injecting a weakened strain of the virus.
We're running out of vaccine, and all the laboratory mice are dead!
No vaccine.
Hurry up with that vaccine! We still have 500 children to inoculate! Hurry!
We'll inoculate all the children under 4 years of age. If we aren't rescued in a week, it's over for the rest.
We don't have nearly enough vaccine, only 200 injections. Where are we gonna find 2,000 coffins?
We've tried everything, up to and including Agent Black. Those vines just won't die.
Isn't there anything we can do?
I have no idea. If there is, I haven't found it yet.
Captain Hastings! It might be a good idea to lock up all the weapons, sir.
Confiscate all the stun guns and lock them in the main cabin. Yes, sir. I need more men over here, right
now! I was here before.
You were where before?
Aboard this ship. King Mayan was right.
Tata, what's wrong with you? Tata, Tata, Tata!
Tata, time to take your medicine, Tata. Come on.
Mother!
It'll keep you from getting sick. Here we go. Be Mommy's big, brave man, okay? Good boy. There now. Oh, darling. Good boy.
My mother gave me the vaccine. I was 4 years old then. Seems like it was just yesterday. Huh?
I gave him the oral vaccine, Captain. Now don't forget your promise. You said you would take care of him personally.
It's my mentor!
My mama fell down.
Mother! Can't somebody help her?
We're running out of vaccine, and all the laboratory mice are dead!
If the story's true, we're on borrowed time. It's the deadliest of all diseases, and we have no vaccine on the ship.
Now that I'm reminded, I can remember stories about this cursed death ship, Esperanza. How could he possibly forget such a thing?
Tata was only 4 years old at the time. Give the guy a break.
The death ship Esperanza. Yeah, there's a song by that name.
Here's the printout on the temperature test I've been running. I isolated and heated a section of the vine. At 40 degrees centigrade, crystalline secretion started. The Del Red spotted fever virus began appearing almost immediately thereafter.
40 degrees?
That's right. Then I ran a situation analysis. Our interior temperature will reach 40 degrees in 8 days.
What are you saying? That we're all gonna die?
No way! I've got too many plans for the future.
Del Red spotted fever.
Is that it? We have no hope?
You have to have host animals to prepare inoculations. We don't have lab mice.
We all have to die because we don't have any mice?
They'll send vaccine if we signal them.
Huh? Are you suggesting we hit the panic button?
You mean just give up? How can you even think about such a thing after all we've gone through already?
Stupid mice.
Nobody's gonna make me fail this test. I'm not taking it for the fun of it like King Mine.
It's a question of honor, but I doubt if you understand that.
Oh yeah, well I'm here because I want to be a man, and I doubt if you understand that.
We don't have to decide yet. There's time.
That's right. Let's give Frol time to think it over.
I wonder, when the Elder encouraged me to take this test, did he know I would wind up aboard the Esperanza? Am I supposed to know what to do about this situation?
We have hundreds of leaky pipes everywhere.
The whole forced air system is shot. It's a wonder we had any temperature control at all. This is gonna take a lot of work.
I see what you mean.
We'll have to replace these plates. They're completely corroded.
Looks like somebody started repairing them and got interrupted. It's hard to even imagine how frantic they must have been, you know?
A really sudden change of temperature could cause the whole system to overload and break down. Maybe that's what happened.
Hey, you might have something there. You know, if a warp malfunction brought them out too close to that blue sun, they'd definitely have a sudden rise in temperature.
Tell me, whose turn was it to cook today? What do you call this soup that requires a fork?
It's King, you're eating dirty dishwater.
What are you trying to do, poison every one of us?
Take it easy, King. No one's thinking straight in all this heat. Don't take it personally.
When are you going to finish those repairs?
I don't know.
We only have 5 days left before the virus comes to life.
We're doing the best we can.
Your fooling around could be fatal. Our time is running out. Who did that?
Shut up, Mayan. I've had all the royal crap I'm gonna take from you. You may be a great king on your world, but here you're just a load of excess baggage, a useless big mouth. If you can do the work faster and better, why not pitch in and help us out a little bit?
Nobody dares talk to me like that.
Oh, yeah? It's just you and me, King. Come on.
Better be careful. I can...
Here I am. You ready for some action?
Have you gone insane, Frol?
I'm ready when you are.
Frol, stop it!
Look out! Don't try that again, buddy.
I'm not scared of you.
You're acting like a couple of 5-year-olds.
Come on, everybody. Now stop fighting and let's talk this over.
It's too late for talk.
You like banana cream? Here!
It took me all day to cook this dinner. Stop it!
Hey, I didn't start this fight. I'm just defending myself against these maniacs.
Nobody calls me a maniac and gets away with it, Choco.
I'm warning you!
Stop wasting food! I haven't had a chance to eat my dinner yet!
Here, catch!
Yeah!
Have all of you gone crazy? See what you started?
Get me out of here!
Heads up!
Wasteful, but I assume it's traditional.
Man, it's hot. Having trouble keeping my concentration.
Huh? What's wrong? Ganga!
What happened? Let's get out of here, Tada. It's gonna blow. Hang in there, Ganga. We're gonna get you out of here.
This way! Hurry!
all to hell and back again. Totally destroyed. And we're so close to having it up and running again.
Is everybody down there all right? What happened? The temperature shot up 3 degrees in less than 10 seconds.
Another bomb blast. Big one.
Even if you can't fix it, we're not going to lie down and give up, you understand? We wouldn't have to worry about the temperature and that damn virus if we had a vaccine. Why don't you try to develop one?
Didn't you hear? We don't have any host animals to work with.
We have to accept our destiny, Your Highness.
I am not in the mood for your primitive philosophy, New. Now I want to know who shut the cooling unit down! Who did it?
No one came near it, King.
Here's a thought. You can't get the virus because you were given the vaccine as an infant, weren't you? You have nothing to worry about. You're already immune. Without a vaccine, we all die, but you survive. You're number 11. You might as well admit it. From the very beginning, I knew it was you. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to murder us?
Hey!
Tada was standing right in front of the control panel.
Just like the last time, Tada, it was you!
He's the one, all right. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Don't think you're going to talk your way out of trouble this time. Not again.
I don't believe it.
We'll use your blood for a vaccine.
No, you're wrong. You've got the wrong man. No!
Tada! If we want to go on living, we're going to need his blood to create an antivirus.
Let's go!
Come on!
Wait!
Your Majesty, stop and think about this before you make a terrible mistake.
Watch out!
It's murder!
Let go! There he goes! Stop him! Don't let him get away!
Tada didn't do it.
I saw him, Gonga, with my own 2 eyes. I saw Tada reach out and turn the air regulator down, and I can't forget it.
Wait!
This way! Follow me!
There he goes!
Go around through the other corridor. We'll surround him. Hurry! This way! We have him cornered!
Head him off! Over there!
Dang.
Anything?
Nah, nothing.
Hey! He's up there, Amazon! Get him!
He's headed for the elevator! Get over there!
To the elevator! Everyone hurry! Let's go, Chaco! Move out!
Red Nose, don't do it!
Good work.
I shot him.
What?
Push him inside and seal it. I'll handle the situation later.
What's that? That light. What is it? Oh. Huh? Frol, I'm alive?
That's not my fault. On your feet, King Mayan's gonna interrogate you.
How long was I unconscious?
3 hours. The temperature's gone up another 2 degrees.
How's Ganga?
He's not so good, he keeps on throwing up. He's resting in sickbay now.
Why wasn't I killed when Red Nose shot me?
You were lucky the stunner he used was turned way down to low level. Hey, don't try anything there, Tata. Just freeze!
You couldn't possibly believe that I'm capable of committing murder.
You have no idea what I do believe or don't believe. Feel like I'm melting.
Huh? Hold it! Huh?
Shoot me! Don't make me face the others after losing my gun! Do it! Shoot me now!
Frol. Wait for the others. I'll be in the sick bay with Ganga, and you can tell them you trapped me in there.
Tata!
Let me look you over, Ganga. You may have spotted fever.
I'll be all right.
Or it might be your algae injections. You son of a gun. You're casting it off. How...
Come on, you're coming with us.
Better search him.
Get away from me, all of you! I have the fever!
The fever?
It is highly contagious.
Ganga's recovering, though, and once I get his temperature down, we can start culturing a vaccine for all of you.
Is it true?
Yes. We're lucky. The experiment with the algae injections worked. It rejected the disease.
Then it's true. We're really gonna get out of this alive after all.
At least there's hope.
How do we get his temperature down when the ship is so hot?
Right. We're racing against time. The temperature could reach 40 degrees in a matter of a few hours, and the virus will begin to stir and propagate its spore. We're not saved yet.
And the temperature's rising quickly.
Ta-da! The temperature's gone up another degree just since we started talking.
Oh, great.
What do we do?
Oh, no. Listen, it's a long shot, but I thought of at least one possible way that we might try to lower the ship's temperature.
I'll try anything. What is it?
The idea came to me when I was in the elevator and I noticed the way the sun beamed down the shaft from the top deck.
Yes, go on.
If we seal off level 20 and set off an explosion of our own, it might push us back into a safe orbit.
Oh, so the shaft of the elevator would act something like a nozzle or a big cannon barrel, directing the explosive impact outward.
In other words, we'd be trying to reverse the effect of the explosions that knocked us out of the original orbit we had.
Yeah.
It's risky, but if we pull it off, we can escape the blue sun's gravity.
There are bombs hidden all over the ship, and we can use those as soon as we track them down. Even though it sounds crazy, it's workable.
I hate to sound negative, but what if the explosion destroys the ship?
If you have a better idea, everyone's open to hear it, Red Nose.
If we only have one chance in a zillion, that's better than none.
Mm-hmm.
I say let's do it.
It sure sounds awful risky. What do you think?
We shall give Tada's idea a try, but he will be locked up until this operation is completed.
What?
What's the matter with you? Why are you so set on locking him up?
We need his telepathy to search out the hidden charges.
Come on, you don't really believe he's telepathic.
Without him, we'll fail. Do you have any idea how many circuits there are aboard this ship and how long it will take to check out each one individually?
There's no time to waste.
We have to start immediately.
I don't want to argue about it. I don't trust him, Ganga.
You still believe he's number 11?
Yes.
You're wrong. I'm number 11.
What?
That's right. I'm the secret stowaway.
You?
Oh no, I can't believe it.
Huh? Why did you do it? Why?
I assume you realize that the crime of espionage is punishable by death.
Don't shoot me, Mayan. I'm your only source for the vaccine. I was late sending in my application, and I didn't want to wait 3 years to take the next examination.
Sorry, Ganga, but I simply cannot believe you.
It can't be you.
We already know who's number 11.
Fourth, I'm getting sick and tired of these accusations of yours.
I wish everybody would stop all this ridiculous talk about a number 11. There is no number 11. Stop this nonsense and get back to work, or we're all gonna be very sorry when that fever starts politely bumping us off one by one, so you'd better get your head out your butt and get back to work now.
I agree with what she says and the way she says it.
Let's do it.
Come on, Tada, you gotta get busy finding those bombs. Let's go.
Right.
Well? Huh? What? They're waiting.
You heard him. They're waiting.
All right, you win this time.
Got it.
Hold still.
There's one.
Everyone return to your stations.
I'm sending the elevator up now. Mark, it's level 20.
Sealing the shaft
Got it.
now.
They're in position and ready for detonation. We can seal off the passenger section.
Zip it up.
Look, 41 degrees.
Start the countdown now!
Bulkhead breach at L22. Seal it quick. L22, that's no problem.
Look, we're moving.
We did it.
Yeah!
We're going up.
All right, we'll be back into orbit.
Way to go.
Okay.
From here on out, everything is going to seem easy. The orbit is stable.
Congratulations and apologies as well.
May we suggest fruit, anyone?
Ah.
Right.
Bring him here. Ow.
Hey, what happened? You all right?
I'm a little clumsy today.
Frol, let me see your hand.
There's nothing wrong with my hand.
Hey, what is that?
Nothing, Tata. Just leave me alone. No, Tata. No.
Oh, no. Del-Red spotted fever. Apparently, the vaccine didn't work for Frol. I'm afraid she's gonna have to receive treatment right away.
I'll be fine. I only have to make it through the next 8 days. And I might even recover the way Ganga did.
My body chemistry's different.
Listen, I don't want to scare you, but you may not have 8 more days.
Don't be silly. Do I look like somebody who's dying?
Push the button.
Hey, I hope you're joking. Forget about it. I'm all right. You don't want to push the button. We've almost finished the examination. Everybody just calm down.
It would be a shame to give up now. At any rate, this is Frol's decision.
I won't let her die just so I can pass the exam.
Sure, Frol. We can all sign up for the next one.
What?
I know you do the same for any of us.
Not. Idiots. We have to finish the exam. I'll check into the hospital as soon as it's over.
It's just 3 years, Frol. Be reasonable.
We can't quit now after all we've gone through, Ganga. I want to be a man, and I can't wait another 3 years. The state won't allow it. Even if I die trying, it's worth it. I can't live as a woman. I don't know how. Don't I have any friends around here?
Yes. In fact, we're all your friends here.
What?
Move out of the way so I can prove it.
Frol, are you feeling feverish yet?
No, no fever. It was my one and only chance, and I blew it. I'll have to be that old farmer's wife now.
Hey, just look how unlimited the universe is. The sight of stars always reminds me there's no end to the possibilities in life. The only limits we have are the ones we set for ourselves. There's a solution for every problem. We just need to find it.
Yeah, I hope. Oh, Tata, what am I gonna do?
How's this? You could come live on my world.
Huh?
And perhaps marry me.
But I won't turn into a woman right away, Tata. It usually takes a while.
I'll wait for you.
Well, wouldn't you rather have a really beautiful wife?
You are beautiful.
Okay.
You will?
I feel sort of dizzy and tingly all of a sudden. I guess it must be the fever.
Hey, look, there's the rescue ship.
They sure got here in a hurry.
Where's the patient?
Right here.
Don't just stand there! Everybody into the rescue ship! Move!
They didn't even notice the extra crew member.
We never did figure out who it was. Hey! We only have 9 here!
What?
Huh.
Which one of us is it?
Yeah.
None of you are very observant.
Everyone be seated, please. Everyone's present, sir.
Huh?
Look!
No, I don't believe
it's
it.
Thickhead.
How about that?
I am Instructor Glenn. I was number 11. I was part of your test. In space, you'll encounter unexpected situations. My presence among you was totally illogical and unpredictable. You didn't know how to adjust, so you started accusing each other of sabotage. I took advantage of this to sow even more confusion.
Why?
To test your ability to make adjustments. To see if you would learn to trust one another and start working together as a real team. To see if you could recognize a leader and accept his authority.
I'd expect Tada to recognize you with his telepathy, Thickhead. Instructor Glenn.
I have stronger ESP than young Tada has.
Of course.
Yes, Tada. It was my voice you heard in your head that compelled you to cause the accident.
Huh?
Your injury was not foreseen, and I apologize for that.
It's okay.
The orbital disintegration was not our plan either, and the fever virus that resulted was completely unforeseen, of course. You endured an overabundance of obstacles. All the officials at the Academy were amazed that your team stuck it out so long. Actually, only 6 of the original 70 teams lasted longer than 35 days. Everyone agreed that you made the right decision in pushing the button and terminating the examination when you did, and you were given bonus points for that action. Congratulations.
Congratulations? I don't get it.
It's my honor and pleasure to announce you not only passed the test, you finished number 1. Well done.
Well done.
Yahoo!
I knew it.
I don't believe it.
You really earned it.
Congratulations.
Good show, Choco.
Hey, do you think we can
Red
study
Nose.
together, Tada?
Why not?
Tada,
Huh?
may I apologize to you?
Apologize?
Frol was right. I was a butthead jerk. I think I've learned how to be a better king.
Glad to hear it.
Mind reader? Hey, put her there. Now you know what I really think of you.
Same to you.
Proud to have you as my classmates, guys.
I can't wait.
And we'll set new records in every class.
Mm-hmm.
Now Frol won't have to be a woman. She'll be happy about that.
That's right. She'll be happy.
You did very well.
Thank you very much, Instructor Glenn.
Your village elder had told us that you were a survivor of the old Esperanza, and that's why you were placed in this group, so we could evaluate the effect it had on you.
My elder?
He's one of our original graduates. You should be proud of him. And just wait till he hears how his protege is honoring his name. Tell him.
Sir?
You have permission to use the ship's transceiver.
Thanks.
Hi, what's up?
So?
So?
You glad?
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe we passed. Now I can have a future. And I do have what it takes to be a man. I've proven that, haven't I?
I'm really happy for you. And proud.
Now that I can make the decision for myself, I want to be a woman.
Huh? You do?